Haitian officials have worked overnight and much of today picking through shattered buildings as the search for survivors trapped in the rubble following a devastating earthquake continues. The death toll from yesterday's earthquake has now risen to more than 724 people. An additional 2,800 people are injured. Thousands have been displaced by destroyed and damaged homes, and some survivors were forced to shelter in the streets and on soccer fields with the few belongings they were able to salvage. Today, a volunteer-run disaster relief team flew from Fort Pierce to Haiti to help transport patients and medical supplies. CBS 12 News Treasure Coast reporter Denise Sawyer caught up with the crew along the tarmac.
On this Sunday morning, with the sun slowly rising in the backdrop, the pre-flight process gets underway.
We are going to use these temporarily.
Missionary Flights International, based in Fort Pierce, is sending volunteer pilots to the center of Haiti's destruction after a major earthquake killed hundreds of people.
I guess I don't have any words to describe it. I can't believe there's just another disaster, you know. The folks going through it are just at their rock bottom, and they're needing encouragement, they're needing help.
Help is coming from hundreds of miles away. But before this crew can take off on a 3.5-hour flight, this plane is inspected. The pilot checks the wing before moving to the tires. He then checks the propeller, one blade at a time. And after a thorough walkthrough, the inspection is over. And he gives the all clear, and the plane is taxied out to the tarmac.
We've got 3 guys on there. They're going to be ready to be able to transport some medical personnel out to Lakai.
Less than 48 hours after the earthquake, Joe Carabinch mobilized an emergency response operation. He's the president of this nonprofit.
We have plans, if weather holds, to take at least 2 loads of supplies tomorrow morning. Mostly of tarps, food, and water jugs.
They'll use this plane to evacuate injured people and transport medical personnel and supplies from Port-au-Prince to the hardest hit region of the island, where families are desperately pulling their loved ones from the rubble.
And so that's just unfathomable. You can imagine these people every hour wondering if another one's going to hit, and if their home that's already falling apart is going to fall further.
Footage posted on social media shows victims scrambling, bricks and debris in the street, churches, hotels, hospitals, and schools badly damaged or destroyed.
I really couldn't believe it because it was bringing back memories from 11 years ago, back in 2010. When
Saturday's disaster is an unwelcome reminder of 2010, when an earthquake killed 250,000 people and left 1.3 million homeless. Haiti has been through so much, and for this small island, they're up against, yet again, a big recovery effort.
We're really there to be that air bridge so we can get the supplies there. They don't have the resources in their country, and so we're there to help meet those needs.
In Fort Pierce, Denise Sawyer, CBS 12 News.
Well, the Haitian government did declare a state of emergency yesterday. President Joe Biden also reacting to the tragedy in Haiti, saying he is saddened by the news out of the destruction, and he promised his administration would send aid to the country.